I'm back again, and I just wanted to make sure I was watching Aaron's always intriguing videos, but I wanted to make sure that I had my GoFundMe page up and live so that it enables me to get the medical attention that I so desperately need. Having a heart attack, a stroke, 9 pulmonary embolisms, and 9 seizures, all from August through December of 2020, required a whole lot of hospitalizations, but I made it through somehow. And I wanted to share the link. It should be on the video posted just below this one once it finally posts. And whatever your heart leads you to share to help keep me alive, basically, and continue on with my cardiologist, my speech therapist, oh gosh, I just have so many doctors. It's almost unreal to name them all, but you could see my Cash App. I think it, at least on my screen, it's right there. Either or would be helpful, but it's not going to stop me from doing my job and covering the New York City Scientology buildings. And there are 3. One is on West 46th Street that everyone wants to cover, which they can. They can cover that if you take shifts. I'm going to need help covering Scientology Harlem on 125th Street, which is a very unsafe area, but I'm committed to the cause, and I'm willing to go up to Harlem to cover the Scientology building there. If they call the police on me on West 46th Street, my partner Steve, you could tell he was nervous if you watch his video. I was so bold that I went inside to ask questions because I have these press credentials around my neck. But I don't believe the law would preserve my rights if I once stepped on their property and then started calling them a cult. So they called the police and lied and said that I was panhandling in front of their building. You can see the video listed under my videos or lives, one of the two. But whatever your heart tells you to provide me with to help in my medical treatment. I've already spent over $1 million after my first stroke, so I'd be able to speak again. So I think I'm doing quite well, but doctors only want to hear from you if you have money. And I've spent almost my whole life savings trying to get well. Fortunately, I'm 56 and close to death anyway, so it doesn't bother me. But before I leave this earth, I'd like to see an end to Scientology, because when I die, when I was on my deathbed in the hospital, Xenu didn't come to me. My Heavenly Father came to me and said that it's not your time to go yet. Now, some of you atheists may not believe that because I haven't the scientific proof to prove that, but as long as I know that God spared my life, I'm happy with that. But I've already done my spiel on either donating to my GoFundMe page, which you can find under DrBreggieP. If you're interested in covering New York City with me, you can drop me an email at DrBreggieP5@gmail.com, and we can make sure that all these buildings are properly covered and that our protests will be more effective. Aaron basically knighted me to be in charge of the New York City buildings, and a lot of crazy stuff goes on there. But my partner Steve, at least at the Midtown Scientology building, although he was a little bit nervous, like this on my live stream chain was my first live stream that I did on my birthday on leap year day. It was a lot of fun. I had mad fun covering the Scientology building. In New York, they're not used to receiving media attention. Not at all. Not only are they not used to not answering any questions when I went inside to ask questions because I was freezing outside. They asked me if my camera was rolling, and I, like George Washington, I cannot tell a lie. Yes, I am recording. What I should have asked them, do you have anything to hide that would prevent me from recording? I think they do. And not only that, at the Midtown office and at the Harlem office, because I did go to the Harlem office to scope it out, and people have to come in and out of even Harlem to do whatever they do when they go outside. So I'd like to add a few more interviews. I'm currently editing a retreat that I went to upstate New York. And I hope to share those videos with you within the next day or two. I hope to have them up by tomorrow. In fact, if my editing continues to get better and better with the more practice that I get. I wish that I knew how to throw up a box, because I'd put my GoFundMe page on it. But my Cash App is DrBReggieP with the $ in front of it. Whatever you could find in your heart to contribute to my medical fund. It costs a lot of money to get sick, but that's all that I'll say about that. You have heard it from me, and I don't wish to talk about it anymore. I wish to talk about Scientology. Speaking of Scientology, what do you have to say about it? Obviously, the 125th Street location has quite a bit to hide. I never would have imagined so many African Americans would get caught up in Scientology. It's just not part of our upbringing. It was never a part of my upbringing. Although I've heard of it, it's really, really... Have you been to prison? No, I don't have a police record. I've never been to prison. Thank you, Crown Sports Cards. As a matter of fact, the police have saved my life when I was having my stroke, heart attack, and about half of the pulmonary embolisms that I was having. They made sure that I got to the hospital expeditiously. So I say big up New York City PD. I would never, ever disrespect an officer. And in turn, I've lived to be 56, a black man with no police record, which is highly unusual. Very highly unusual. But it can happen. It does happen. I believe our current mayor in New York City is around my age, and he also doesn't have a police record. I have a brother who is an officer in New York City. So my respect for the police is pretty high up there. And when Scientology lied and said that I was panhandling in front of their building, a Times Square public safety, I wouldn't even call him a police officer, just a Times Square public safety officer, because he didn't have a gun or a badge even. He just had on a yellow, whatever you call those things, like construction workers wear orange. He had on a yellow vest that said New York City Times Square Public Safety. And he said, we got a call saying that someone was panhandling in front of the New York City Midtown building. But I respectfully told him, officer, do I look like a panhandler? Am I dressed like a panhandler? So I'm not panhandling. They invited me in, gave me a ticket to watch a movie, but told me that I needed to stop recording. If I do receive a halfway decent following, I think I will get some recording glasses. I have a lot of friends who are celebrities, like Will and Jada Smith, George Clinton, who was just happened to get his, that's what I was doing in Hollywood the day that Aaron and I met, there with the George Clinton entourage for him to get his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I've worked for Def Jam Records since the age of 14, since I was old enough to get my working papers. So I've crossed paths with many celebrities, and they're just like you and me, normal people. Plus, you see a lot of them walking around Manhattan. Some with bodyguards, others without. You have any more questions for me, Mr. Crown Sports Cards? Because I'm thoroughly enjoying answering your questions. I threw up a scan that I did on using my scanner and computer to upload a picture with myself and Will Smith, back when we were younger and I was in college and he was making records. Goodness. I was in college for so many years to get my doctorate, but I organized a charity basketball event back when I was in college, and people like Will Smith showed up, Teddy Riley, the producer, Full Force, from Lisa and Cult Jam. A lot of people were there. Plus, I've promoted several concerts. Hi, Sarah. I started uploading videos when Aaron got me sufficient followers. And make no bones about it, it was Aaron. So I thank Aaron for his caring and sharing. I was so excited to meet Aaron that I couldn't stop talking to him. Although he was just about to get arrested, I wouldn't shut up asking him questions, because for a young man, I think he's accomplished a lot in life. Not saying that I haven't, but Aaron is a hero of mine. Do I have any more questions? So I started uploading videos a couple weeks. I got close to 500 followers in one day, thanks to Aaron. And I hope that I wouldn't be bothering Aaron by asking him to share my GoFundMe page with the public, so I can continue to get the medical treatment that I need. And I'm strongly considering, I have a text on my phone from an attorney out in LA. The day that the police arrested Aaron for basically getting assaulted, they bulldozed us off the sidewalk. Me on my cane, I'm just lucky they didn't knock me over. But I think it was horrible. But I really don't want to stop with my speech therapy. So whatever it is that you could afford to contribute before Aaron might decide to. And I have some qualms about asking Aaron, although I texted my link to his phone. I said hold off for a while because you talk about important Scientology issues, and I don't want to interfere with those issues. But it would be nice if when you got a free minute, and I don't think Aaron ever gets a free minute, maybe you could throw up my GoFundMe site or my Cash App handle, and I can pay off all these doctors just enough so I can continue to go to the doctors to get the treatment that I so desperately need. So that's where we're at. I thoroughly enjoyed Aaron's content this morning. It was very intriguing. It really sparked my interest. Aaron is, to me, a genius. But you have my GoFundMe information. If not, you can find it somewhere on this streaming software, because I figured out how to cut and paste, and I pasted it somewhere here. So it's somewhere on this live stream. I just don't know enough about computers to tell you how to find it, but you can find it. You can find the page yourself under DrBReggieP. And I hope that God moves your heart to donate to my medical fund, because you might be able to tell from my speech that I need continued speech therapy so I can get to the level of speaking that I was at before I suffered the stroke and heart attack. But I think I'm gonna end this now. Thank you for stopping by, and there are no more questions, so I will say bye for now. And it is a great day not to be in a cult. It's an awesome day not to be in a cult. So enjoy your day. Enjoy your life. Just never look back. Look forward.